slow scene. All of a sudden, crickets started going. And after the show, all the actors were like giving me the stink eye. What? And they were like, I cannot believe you'd actually do that during a show. Do what? Do crickets. I was like, no, that were real, those were real crickets. Oh. Okay, we thought you were being a jerk. No, I'm a jerk, but not that big a jerk.
I can see you doing that during
Rehearsals? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll always do that during rehearsals. Well, I used to, oh my God, does anybody have a set of keys? Like car keys or something?
Well, regular keys.
It's fine, it doesn't matter, as long as it's on a key ring. Can you toss that up here? I used to work with a director who sounded like Thurston Howell III. His name was Barney. Ooh, hang on. Hello? Hey, what's up? Yeah, yo, I'm already on a panel. We just started. You might. No, we. I don't know that we're gonna get to see each other. You might have Mom give Daniel a call. He called and woke me up at like 4 in the morning, saying, "I'm just in a weird mood. I just wanted to talk, but I was asleep and I had to get up early today, so I couldn't talk." So, anyways, yeah, you might give him a call just to check on him. Okay, thank you much. Bye. Okay, so this director used to, talking about a director I had in college, who, his name was Barney, and he sounded like this.
Yeah.
And if you didn't like him, he was going to go, "I'm jingling my keys. This is the audience leaving because you're boring them." Maddening.
What a jerk.
Yeah. It's a good teacher, but he would do stuff like that, and it was like, wow, you're an ass.
What is his problem?
I think we have to share a mic.
That's okay.
Yeah, she kicked butt in my combat.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Awesome.
Nice.
She did very well. Very, very well. Cool.
I remember her from yesterday.
So I'm trying to
She
remember.
said nice things to me.
She lied.
I know.
Cool, so I don't even know which panel this is. This is another Chris and Eric
This
show.
is Q&A.
Q&A.
Q&A with
Us.
C&E.
Yelly.
That's right.
Whoa! Yeah! Word up, homie G Frog.
Yeah. What?
I take it you guys don't need a projector, right?
Nah.
Nope.
That microphone will work if you turn it on.
Okay,
If
I'm
you
gonna
want
turn
it.
it up. I've already turned it on. It's on its green. It was green.
It does
No,
not
no,
go
no.
near the mouth.
Okay, cool. So we need to sit closer, and I've showered, so it's okay.
Oh, I don't need a mic.
I may not need a mic in here either.
We're theatrically trained.
This is very, very true.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, what you need?
I've got him here in my coat, so I'm good.
Me too.
I would say
Yeah, a
a
little
pony,
more.
but I don't want people to start breaking me
No,
bones.
we
That's
don't.
somebody else's shtick.
Wait,
So.
what?
In
Oh,
a
I
little
remember
while,
now.
I need a drink refresher, but I'm good right now.
Thank
My
you.
TV.
No, not you. Get a
Right.
Get one of your minions.
Get one of the
Sarah.
minions.
You've
Someone
got
I-
minions.
Yes.
Head of guest
I
relations.
do
You've got
have
minions.
minions.
Someone I can push around.
Everybody thinks Sari because she and the guest relations staff have really taken great care of
Yes.
us. So, I'm going to acknowledge them right now. Cool. So this is Q&A. So we cannot provide A unless you provide Q.
That's right. But we will give you sweet, sweet A.
We got a.
I have a question for Eric.
Cool. Not a problem. No.
Yes.
No, no problem.
Maybe it's a silly question, but I know you've been head writer at Funimation for a number of shows.
Mhm.
What exactly does that mean? Is that like a script supervisor?
Yeah, it kind of is. The head writer position means that it's my job to spearhead the show from the beginning. What I do is I hire. The writing position is a contract position, so it's up to me to hire writers to write the show with me. I write episodes myself. Writers write episodes for me. I edit those episodes, and then and then I also am responsible for doing all of the research on the show. So I do all the research on the show, make sure everything's authentic, make sure it's right and proper for the audience we're telling the story to, because a lot of things don't translate properly, and just sort of make sure all the pieces fit for our audience, and then deliver those scripts to the studio in a timely fashion. And if they run into problems at the studio, make sure I can facilitate them some timely answers and give them rewrites if and when needed.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a great answer for that.
thanks. It's pretty much it. It's you know, it's probably
Chief
strict.
cook and bottle washer position.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
Another cue.
Yes.
What's your most difficult character to voice?
Ooh, interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take that because it's one that seems like it wouldn't be. I enjoy everything that I do, and I'm going to say the most difficult for me was actually a fairly minor character in the show Air Gear. I play a character named DJ Plugman, and I was thinking about you yesterday when we talked about this. He's the announcer for all of the games. And my first session as Plugman was 2.5 hours. And John Swayze, who was the director, said, look, I kind of want this character. He said, I just see him sounding like a young Wolfman Jack on a combination, on a combination amphetamine Demerol drip that keeps vacillating. So it's low, everything's hot, and then all of a sudden it's up there, and it's constantly flipping like that.
Oh my Lord.
And that loud, that's not a problem on my voice, but my training as an actor starts with a physical base. So I'm in there just screaming and punching the air and by the end of that 2.5 hour session, it looked like somebody had turned a shower on. My hair was plastered down. My clothes were just, and the Hawaiian shirt and the shirt under was just soaked. And I stepped out of the booth, and John Swayze looked at me, God bless him, and he said, I am so sorry. And I thought he was going to say, we're going to have to use somebody else. He said, I will never, regardless of how much you have to record, I will never, ever book you for this character for more than an hour at a time. He said that was exhausting to watch, so I can only imagine how physically exhausting it was. And it was, and he was true to his word. I would book, there was one time I had to book 5 one-hour sessions towards the end of it to do the character, but he wouldn't make me physically put myself through that for more than an hour at a time, which was greatly appreciated. So that's probably the hardest on me because of physically. And
Hi.
And trouble enters.
I know. Trouble times 4. Trouble times 4 has entered the room.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
My most difficult character. I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had to do a whole lot of difficult, straining characters like that.
Goku versus Goku.
That's probably the hardest, but it's not been on the show.
Yeah,
I don't know who's been in what panels, but the tournament announcer, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Those
answer.
announcer characters are high energy. Those announcer characters
Yeah.
are usually such high energy. I just did one on a new show that I can't talk about, but it's this guy and he's talking about the race and he's da-da-da-da-da. And then the other one is Kent Williams who's talking about this and everything's right. Yes, and da-da-da-da. And then Kent comes in. And it's a wonderful contrast between the
Yeah.
two characters.
And yeah, so
Yeah.
that's probably it, is the tournament announcer. Thank you, Chris.
Well, you had said yesterday
That's
that
very true.
It was kind of difficult at times.
It was, but that's made, the difficulty has been, for that character, has been, in the video games.
Yeah.
Recording them in the video games, not necessarily on the shows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's, just back to back to back to back to back recording the lines.
Here's an interesting
Goku versus Goku. Trunks versus Trunks.
Oh, you have to go through all the
You have to
characters
do
and
all
the
the
matchups.
characters
So
back to
many.
back to back to back to back. And then you've got to record all of the lines of what he's saying about every little different thing that happens in the game.
Nuts.
I have a question for you. Just because Eric and I don't get to do a lot of cons together, so it's nice to be able to just chat. And so, never mind everybody. So Eric, no. I've talked to a lot of actors, and I don't know, because I just mentioned this about being very physical, and I notice this a lot as a director. Do you find that your physicality changes as you record?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and some do, like Lucy Christian can sit cross-legged on a seat, and she records. I have to stand up. I cannot sit down to record. So like when I do those all-day freezes, oh, I love getting a break. I just want to sit. Because I can't record sitting down, but I noticed that because like when we did Geek.Kon Brothers, Greg playing Kiki, the only way the voice would come out, we'd have to set the mic low. Because Greg, when he would go to record, the only way that voice would come out is if he was here. Except when he was singing, he could stand up to sing, but he literally recorded the entire thing looking like he was gonna jump on top of the mic.
Yeah,
So I love asking people if they.
I certainly have to do that. The problem, though, is that not every booth that you work in has enough room to move. And we work in, some studios that we work in are awesome and big and have hardwood floors, and there's enough room to fit 10 people in there. And you've got your equipment, your mic, so you can move around and you've got freedom for your body.
Yeah.
But there's this one booth that's a whisper room, and I've been recording a show in there for the past month or two, and I can't tell you what it is yet. You'll find out in a couple of months. But I'm the lead on the show, and it's a whisper room. If you don't know what a whisper room is, it's
about
a prefabricated booth.
It's about here to here and here to about here. It's like a closet.
It's like a closet. The only,
walls.
yeah, and it would be great if everything was outside of that closet and you just had a microphone in there. But the way everything is now, it's all in there with you. So inside of the whisper room, I have a monitor here with the script, a monitor here with the video, and
Mic stand.
a mic stand coming in like this. So I have this
Headphone
much
jack.
room, literally
Yeah.
this much room.
Yeah.
I cannot move at all.
Yeah.
So
Now I will say, the whisper room, because we recorded both Trinity Blood and Speedgrapher in those rooms, which again, being a physical actor, I don't know that I could have done Trinity Blood outside of the room because for some reason, the easiest way it was for me to do that voice, you know that they have those baffers that kind of hang off like this,
Yeah.
that go back. I would literally grab one, grab the other, and hang in front of the mic. And that was what facilitated the voice. Speedgrapher, the minute I would start moving too much,
yeah.
something would sound wrong. So I literally recorded all of Speedgrapher, ramrod straight, hands locked behind my back. And so having that no room really facilitated both of those shows, but others
Yeah.
I would never have been able to do.
Yeah, that's true. And you got to do some weird things sometimes to make sure that you get the right character
Yeah.
voice out.
Yeah. I was just curious because we'd never talked about that. So
Yeah,
I always love hearing the way other people work.
we're weird.
The first time we did, on Go Down, we did a tandem recording where we had two booths set up and we could see each other, we were playing off of each other. And it was so nice to watch Tiffany Grant work because I'm arms all over the place while I'm working, especially for that character, and so was she. So it looked like two insane conductors working in tandem. It's really cool.